Please enjoy our feature presentation. The Little Green Dress presents Traditions and Legacies. Today's guest, Tony Terry.
Hello. Welcome to the Little Green Dress Traditions and Legacies. I am Kim Gresham. And today we have Mr. Tony Terry is getting ready to come into this live right now. Hi.
What's going on?
How are you?
I'm chilling. How are you?
I'm doing good. My name is Kim Gresham.
What's up, Kim Gresham? How are you?
I'm fine. And I'm a children's book author called The Little Green Dress.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, and I just wanted to talk to you about your family's traditions and your legacy. That's what my book is about.
Oh, wow.
Trying to get the children knowing their family history first, because it's really important that they know.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, where do you want to start?
I want to start with, I want you to introduce yourself, and then you just tell me about your family's traditions.
Okay, my name is Hector Ramirez.
Okay.
Actually, it's interesting that my name is Antonio Miguel Terry, because I have no Spanish heritage at all. But, somebody convinced my mother that was the name that I should have, and she thought it was cute. So I ended up being Antonio Miguel.
Antonio Miguel.
Yeah.
You have to say it like that.
Yeah. I grew up in North Carolina, in the country, with strong black women running the house and present fathers.
Yes.
I
grew up in a two-parent home myself.
Yeah. And I'm glad I did. I mean, I have cousins and other relatives that grew up in single-family homes, and and I applaud the strength of mothers who are able to raise their children by themselves. But to have dad present is a whole different it's a whole different thing.
It is. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. My parents were together until my father's death 2 years ago.
Okay, that's good. That's my parents were together 55 years too, or something like that, until my father passed away there. They were best friends.
Yeah.
You
have to have that. You have to have that to have that longevity.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to. So tell me about your family.
Well, I'm a middle child, but I'm not spoiled at all.
Not a little bit? Because you're in the middle, so it's the oldest and the youngest. So
I'm spoiled rotten. I'm my mama's baby boy, and don't nobody try. You might want to try Jesus first.
I know that.
Yeah, I'm the middle child. I'm the only boy, and I have two sisters, and they.
That's that boy thing.
Yeah, and my sisters were protected. My older sister was like, "Who did something to you?" You know what I mean? If she took care of us, I didn't really have to worry about any of that. And I came from a very loving, supportive, working class family. We spent every summer. I grew up in D.C., born in North Carolina, but I grew up in D.C., but spent every summer in North Carolina with grandma. Okay. And going to church and learning how to cook, learning how to, really learning how to take care of ourselves. I mean, we had to cook and clean and do laundry and wash dishes.
You don't know nothing about that right now.
Go out to the garden and pick, beans and peas and shuck them and, get them ready for dinner, and go out in the hen and get some eggs, or even go grab a chicken for dinner.
Yes, I know all about it. My family.
We did that.
Whitehall, Alabama, and Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah, we did that, and I'm glad I had that, because if it ever came to it, now I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to go grab no chicken out of the yard. I don't want to.
Don't do it.
But if it came down, I'd rather go grab a piece of corn out of the garden or something. I don't know. We're gonna leave the chickens alone.
Don't hurt the poor chicken. So
Yeah,
how
but
many children do you
family.
have?
I'm sorry.
How many children do you have?
I have two.
You have
I
two.
have two. I have a 13-year-old son and
Mm-hmm.
a 31-year-old daughter. My daughter is 31,
Okay.
and
Okay.
so I kind of started over somewhere in there.
Okay. I
uh, and I have a beautiful year and a half old grandson. So.
Awesome. That is so great. I talked to your wife, and she's a beautiful spirit. And she told me that she gave me a little information and told me that she's had the last Terry, the
Yes.
son.
Yeah. My son is the end of my family. Well, before him it was me. But now that pressure is off of me. Now that I have a son, and it's on my son, to have, sons. We are the end of my family's bloodline. So, as the
Wow.
Terrys, so we have
Wow.
to produce boys.
Wow. Okay. So what kind of things you guys do in your family?
Well, we probably have the typical family of, well, if you're talking about my immediate family, which is at home,
Okay.
I got a 13-year-old son. So, he right now playing a video game. He was playing a
And don't
video
want
game.
to stop it.
He was playing a video game an hour ago.
Yeah, yeah. And
He'll
he'll
be
be
playing a
playing.
video game in an hour.
Yes, that's
You
right.
get-
Right.
okay?
That's right.
So that's that life. That's what that
That's
life
that.
is about.
They don't know anything. They just stay on the phones. They just do not want to go outside and just because we did all of those kinds of
Had to go outside. I mean, and make up stuff to do. We was making mud pies and, you know,
all kind of stuff.
playing
All
hide and
kind of
go
stuff.
seek. Just
I had to go draw a hopscotch 2 weeks ago for my granddaughters. I have three granddaughters. And I
right.
had to draw it because they didn't even know how to draw it.
Wow, hopscotch, jack rocks,
All of that.
marbles.
Yes.
Come on,
Finger
man.
sticks, all of that. I know
Right.
what's
Think of
going
all of that.
on.
They don't know nothing about all of that. They just do not know. I mean, you know, like when things are going on the news, obviously there's something crazy going on. Our news cycle is not even 24 hours. It's like every hour.
Right.
Our news cycle is, something new breaking every hour.
Too
There's
much.
almost more than people can deal with.
Too much.
You know what I mean? But like when the important things start showing up on TV, like George Floyd's death and and the passing of Senator Davis, um, that's when I make my son stop
Yes.
and take notice. Because these are things that you need to see and understand. What's going on. You can't miss out on everything. You got to
Yes.
stop and understand that, you're growing up in a world that's different from what I know. And I don't know what your world is going to be, but I know that you have to be paying attention
Yes, because it's changing every day. It's
every
just
day,
changing. Like
every day.
the mask. It's a part of life now.
Yeah, it
We're not.
is.
It's not going to go back to the way it was.
No, it's not.
That's just going to
And we
go
used
back
to
to
think
more
that was
better days.
strange. We used to, like I would travel to like Japan or, when I've been to Hong Kong, back in the day, a couple of years ago, it was normal. They always wore masks. I thought, well, why is everybody wearing a mask? Their reasoning might have been, for a little different because the air quality was not so good. But, the air quality is not so good now.
Right.
We're getting sick. So, it was smog then and it's coronavirus now. But, the idea that, this that we have to wear masks now in public. I live in the city and people walk by my apartment. I live on the ground floor, and people walk by my apartment, and everybody has on a mask. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just
It's different. It's just really different. It's just different. I wanted to ask you. This is a little off subject. How did the song "With You" come about? How did that come about?
it was written by a friend of mine, Raymond Reeder, and he wrote it. He wrote it about a mutual friend of ours.
Really?
Yeah, we were in high school together, and there was a young lady there that we both had a crush on. And,
Oh, you both had a crush on her.
I didn't know he was crushing on her though, but he clearly didn't know that I was crushing on her because he wrote. he wrote the song about her. And
Okay, so he wrote the song.
yeah,
You sang the song
right.
about the same girl.
Well, no, I didn't sing it about her. My inspiration for recording it was, no, I'm saying he wrote the song about the same girl that I also had a crush on.
Okay,
But
okay.
my inspiration was, and this is where people get it confused because they often say that I wrote the song for my daughter, but I recorded it kind of like, during the time when I was seeking custody of her.
Okay.
And I had just won in New York City, and I thought it was a big deal. And the song was kind of simple, and just really a pure, simple, honest love song. And I just kind of thought it was that.
Yeah, it is. And it's timeless. I mean, you can just play it like any time. Like you can play it 20 years from now and it's still gonna just feel this is when you heard it in the 90s. I was in Germany. I was in the army when it came out.
Yeah, I see a lot of people chiming in and asking questions. I guess we can see this, right?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, Gary Vincent was one of he did sing with me. In fact, Gary Vincent went to Duke Ellington with me. Oh, somebody said they watched me on the Apollo. Don't hold that against me.
So
Yeah.
let me just tell you just a few minutes ago before I went on, guess what video I watched?
What?
Fly.
She's
Fly. I
flying? Oh,
remember
no,
that.
no,
I
no,
remember
don't do it. Don't do it. But look, I do have new music out now, though. You're aware of
Okay,
this.
tell me about it. Tell me
Okay.
about it.
So I have a new song. I got two new songs out. One called Born to Love Ya. Born T-A-L-U-V-Y-A. I don't know why they chose to spell it ebonically, but hey,
That's what they do.
that's what they do. Born to Love Ya. And it's doing really well. And I have a gospel song on the gospel side of things, which is a remake of a classic Douglas Miller song. My soul has been anchored in the Lord.
Oh,
And
now.
yeah, it's burning up gospel radio. I'm really excited about that. And to be here, talking with you is a good thing. I love talking with, I've been thinking about doing a children's book myself, so maybe I'll get in your ear about some pointers.
That would be lovely, and I would love to hear. That would be so great. Oh my gosh, that would be so. What direction would you go? What are you thinking? Or are you just bouncing around in your head?
Well, just the idea of, young boys transitioning into men, the
Yes.
information that we don't get, that
That's right.
conversation.
That's good. That is so good. We have to uplift our black men, our black boys. We have to,
Yeah,
because right now it's like the whole world is against them.
yeah,
You
really.
know, it
Even
really
about
is.
respect, giving respect, and expecting respect, we
Oh,
have to, we can't expect our young men to do what we have not taught them to do.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
And
It is so very important.
unfortunately, they get to, or we, because we get to an age where, we ain't cute, we ain't young, and we should know better. But
And we
really, we don't know better if we have never been shown better.
right. So this brings me back to the little green dress. The family history, it starts at home.
Yeah,
You have to build them up at home so they know when they go out who I am and whose I am, and I belong to this place, and somebody does love me, does care
yeah,
about me, you know.
absolutely.
And that way we can celebrate each other. When I know about you and you know about me, you can like me a little bit better because I've shared.
Right,
You
right,
know, that's
right,
what
right.
we need.
I think
That's
a
what
lot of
we
our problems and, excuse me, a lot of the problems that happen with people is often misunderstanding or miscommunication.
always. It's
Miscommunication.
It's always that. That's where the problem began because you don't understand. So let
Right.
me ask you about the legacy. So everybody answer this question. This is my question, legacy question. If you were to leave this earth today, what legacy would you leave?
Oh, wow. Um, the legacy that I would leave, well, hopefully a body of amazing work.
Yeah. Yes.
a body of amazing work. But that, honestly, that giving is probably one of the most important ways to be being of service.
Yes. Yes. That's
You
my
know,
last thing.
I would want to carry that on. I would want to carry at least the willingness to be of service. I want my son to have that.
Yes. It's
You know, when I
important.
leave, it's very important. It's more,
People always
it's
take it.
more blessed that we've heard the saying that, it's more blessed to give than to receive.
Yes.
I want to be on the giving side so that I
Right.
can
But you have to
receive in
feel it.
abundance.
Exactly. You have to feel it. Once you start giving and you feel what it's like to give to somebody else,
That's a
that's in
blessed feeling.
need.
Yeah.
That's a blessing in itself.
You know what? And I have been tested so many times. Like I've had literal. I was in New York one time in the middle of rush hour traffic on 110th Street, coming off the number 2 train. If you know anything about New York and 110th Street, that's Central Park North.
Okay.
Extremely busy subway station.
Okay.
Thousands of people are going in and out at the same time in rush hour. So at
Crowded.
the top of the stairs, as I'm coming out, there's hundreds of people coming off the train behind me and people coming in. But I make eye contact with this lady, Spanish lady, out of the hundreds of people, and she says, "I'm hungry, and I have 5 children, and I had just gotten paid." It was like, years ago, just gotten paid. And I was like, okay, God, you know something. You tested me right now. And so this woman, she only asked for a pack of hot dogs. It's one of those. She didn't ask for money. She asked me if I would. There was a store. We were right next door. She said, if you would buy me a pack of hot dogs to feed my children, I'd be so grateful.
Hmm.
And I took her in the store and bought her two grocery carts full of food. And she was overwhelmed, and I was overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed because I felt like, you know, there was a whole bunch of people in front of me, and there were a whole bunch of people behind me. But God made me see her and her see me.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, that is so beautiful. That is, she needed you, and you was right
She
there
needed me in
in
that
the
moment. And so,
yes.
and I've been blessed like that. I've been blessed like that.
You
So,
have to pay it forward. You have to
it's
pay it.
not even something that, like, when it happens, you just kind of like, I acknowledge that, okay, okay, God, I know what you're doing. I know it's you. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I'm supposed to do.
Right. Yeah, right. Because
I'm
sometimes
going
we
to do what
like,
I'm
oh, I
supposed to
really don't
do.
have to do this right now.
Right, right.
But I
One
really
time I
feel
was,
like,
listen, and there was a time, there was also a time, this was also a couple of years ago, a few years ago, working late night, and a lady walks up to me out of the darkness in the night of a pouring rain
uh-huh.
and says, "I'm sorry to bother you, sir, but I have 5 children, and we have just been put out on the street." And it was pouring down raining. And and I just looked up to the heavens and said, "Okay, God, you know what's up. If you want me to do this, you're gonna have to make this happen." So I took
Okay.
her, picked up her family, put them all in my car, her children, got them a place to stay, put them up in a hotel. But it was all, led, like, I'm supposed to do this. I'm just
Right.
supposed to, because I'm not even supposed to question what's happening. I'm
Just
just
do it.
supposed to do this.
Yes.
And I called on my little village of Facebook friends and said, "Hey, I need y'all to come through for this family." And they came through and just
Wow.
family,
Wow.
like,
That is so wonderful to be used as a vessel like that. To just to just give it. People really, if you don't give, you really don't know that satisfaction what it is. It's beyond money. It's
yes,
beyond
but yeah,
anything. It's beyond
yeah, you
anything
can't
like
buy
that.
it. And
It's
the feeling you can't buy money, the feeling that you get from doing it, money can't give you.
right, right. You're right. It's something that's unexplainable. It's nothing that it's not even a word that can
Right,
explain.
right.
Honestly, honestly. Oh my goodness, our time has passed. I could keep talking to you for forever, but I know you have things to do. And I just want to say thank you so much for being so gracious and kind to do this for me. And I just really appreciate you and all that you do. And I really did listen to your music all while I was in Germany, and I'm just so excited. I'm really kind of nervous. I could be a little
Don't be
bit.
nervous. I don't bite. Oh.
I just wanted to thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
And maybe one day I can meet you because, like, we do have a friend in common with this Tony Sanders. He's my angel. He has
Tony
helped me
Sanders?
so. Tony
Oh,
Sanders.
Tony Sanders is a troublemaker. We'll never meet. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's my
That's
angel.
my brother.
He
That's my
has
brother.
really helped me in the little green dress. So thank you so much.
That's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me, and I wish you all the best, okay? Continued success.
Thank you. And reach out to me about that book, that children's book.
All right, you got it. All right, don't act like you don't know me when I holler at you, too.
Not me. I'll never. Bye-bye.
All right, peace.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Oh my God, did y'all see that? Okay. So I gotta go now and see if I can get some more guests to lose because I'm so excited. Okay. So follow me on the Little Green Dress on Facebook. Follow me at T.L.G.D here on Instagram. And yeah, just thank you so much for following me, and just, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited, guys. I'm just so excited. Leave a comment what you thought of the interview, and tell everybody, and just kind of like follow me. I love you all. Oh my God. So much for watching. Please like and share The Little Green Dress Presents Traditions and Legacies. Also, click and subscribe to the YouTube channel.